Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to get this going. So the things you're going to need, the helping hand is always a cool little tool to have. If you don't have one, you should go get one because it does help out a lot. You want to get a good soldering iron. I have a Weller WEE S51, good soldering iron. Of course, you always want to be able to clean the tip of the soldering iron. Once again, like I said, you're going to want to get that Pro Wick desoldering braid. This is going to help you get that solder off of the circuit board here. That's super important. You got to get this off if you're looking to open this up. So you need that for sure. Of course, then we got some solder here as well. This one is 6040. Really thin light solder as well, just in case you're going to need that for later. And if I can get this out of here, I'll show you. I mean, it's really thin, okay? So, first what we have to do is we have to clean off the tip of the soldering iron, and then we're going to tin it, which means we're just going to put a little bit of solder on the end there. I'm going to clean that off, okay? So once again, you're going to take this desoldering braid, and then you're just going to let it sit on the solder on the board here. Just be super careful with this and just touch it, and then as you touch it here, that solder will start to liquefy, kind of like so. And as it starts to liquefy, you're gonna put that desoldering braid on there, and you'll see that it will start to kind of go up the braid itself. Okay. And see how it's kind of grabbing and going up the braid? Okay, we want to get all of this solder off the board. As much as we can anyway. So I'm also probably going to need something to cut this with, just to get this going here. So we got to put this back on again and just let that heat take the solder right off the board. Sometimes you might have to get some solder and just put it on here just so that it moves up off the board. But you have to be super careful here because you don't want to hit any of these little components on the circuit board. So that's why I said you got to have a steady hand, and you can't be afraid, you know, of doing this, because if you're afraid to do it, then you're gonna most likely end up messing something up, and then you're out of crossfader, and then you're gonna have to buy a whole new mini INNOFADER, which is not a good thing. So and you can see, like, see how it's actually going onto the braid there. So it's cleaning off that board, and it's getting off of there. And you gotta clean this off as good as you can, because you're gonna be bending that up. That little clip right there, you're gonna bend up, and you gotta get all the solder off, or else it's just not, it won't come up, and then you can damage that board, and you don't want to do that. So you got to try to get as much of this off as possible.